My name is Aditya, and this is my app, Graphx. It's a mobile application developed using Swift UI that helps middle schoolers explore and play with functions, graphs, and math concepts using code. And I'm submitting this to the hackathon division. So, what does this app really do? So, Graphx makes math visual, fun, and interactive. Students can experiment with multiple functions at once, such as linear, quadratic, exponential, and trigonometric. The app has three main parts to it. First, a playground where users can mess around with different types of functions to see how they work and testing like the different features with each type of graph, such as like amplitude, intercepts, etc. It also has an explorer place where users can see how two graphs interact with one another. And the app also has a challenges section to see what they learned, if they can identify what type of graph goes with like what type of function. So now let's demo into the app. So here's the main screen of the app, which is the playground. And as you can see, the app has a really clean and intuitive AI, so the user doesn't need any instructions. So let's demo the playground first. So as you can see, there is a movable graph where I can test out different features for different kinds of graphs. So for sine of x, for example, I can change its amplitude and frequency. And the green function is the base function, just sine x, and the blue is the edited version. So we can do this with different types of graphs. This is tangent. We can do absolute value, and we can also like shift it or up and down, or we can do like log x and so on and so forth. Next, let's go to the Explorer section. Explorer section is kind of similar to the playground, but it's a bit more advanced. So we can see how two graphs basically interact with one another. And we can see that right here. So if I want to choose like absolute value of x and x squared, for example, we can see down here how they interact with each other, where they intersect, and we can also change the features of each graph for like a more advanced analysis of how they interact with one another. And you can also choose which graphs you want. If you only want one graph, you can just put that graph. But if you want to see how they interact with one another, you can put both using a toggle feature. Lastly, I'm going to go through the challenges. So the challenges is basically you have to like match the features so that it matches up with the graph. And once the graph matches up, then it will like turn green. So if it's like this, and then I kind of want to move it kind of like that, and then maybe like shift it a little. So I got matched. So there are like a few questions like these, basically. So how does Graphx connect to STEM? So Graphx brings coding and math together. Students learn how equations shape graphs, spot patterns, and connect algebra to visual reasoning, all through these interactions. It's built to make STEM more exploratory and less intimidating, especially for younger and middle school students. So, like I mentioned before, some of its unique features include the toggle feature to change the features of the graph, interaction between the two graphs, and to test out their knowledge. You can use the features to match the graphs so that they have a strong understanding with these graphs. So, thank you for watching. I build graphics to make math more visual and intuitive, and I hope to help younger students and middle school students have a better time understanding these graphs so that they can use it in more advanced topics in the future, such as calculus and more. Thank you.